I was informed that the prevalent Christian beliefs such as Trinity and Atonement are all human transgressions and against the original teachings. God has directly informed me with His own living word. If you face difficulty and people ask how they can know that you are from God, say that heavenly signs are my witness. My prayers are answered, and I am informed of what is still to come. Hidden mysteries known only to God are shown to me. The other proof is that if anyone wishes to compete in these areas, such as acceptance of prayers, the knowledge of such acceptance before the fact, knowledge of the unseen beyond human capacity, he would fail in this duel whether he is from the east or the west. These are the signs bestowed upon me to help me bring people to God. He is the God of our souls and our beings, and to whom we shall all return. It is a fact that a faith without divine authority is not. All prophet have accepted that divine authority is a sign of a true religion. It should be noted that these two names that God has bestowed upon me are not recent. In my book, Barahine Ahmadiyya, which was published about 20 years ago, in a revelation God has used these two names, Jesus the Messiah and Muhammadi Mahdi, for me. So I bring the message of God to both the Christians and the Muslims. Lo, if there was desire in the hearts and fear of the last day, every seeker was provided the opportunity for satisfaction at my hand. A living faith has the might of divine authority in it. It shows the face of God with extraordinary works. So I bear witness that such a faith, which believes in unity of God and is the faith of Islam, where creation has not replaced the Creator. Christianity was also from God. Unfortunately, they are not following their teachings. Today, Muslims are also a disappointment. They have lost the part of divine guidance which is concerned with love and compassion of mankind. It is shameful that even as they believe in the unity of God, they are indulging in such violence. I have tried repeatedly to turn them away from these habits. Unfortunately, their wild passions are stimulated due to certain causes. Writings of some ignorant priests have had poisonous effect. For example, the books written by Pastor Imaduddin and Pastor Thakur Das, and books of Safdar Ali and Journal of Pastor Rewari, which are brimming with insults and lies about our holy prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. Any Muslim who would read these writings, unless he has a large share from patience, will become emotional. These books are very harsh, with little scholarly content. This is hard for ordinary Muslims. One honorable priest in his newspaper that is published from Lucknow writes that if 1857 mutiny can happen again, it would be caused by the books of Pastor Imaduddin. It is worth examining the dangerous writings of Pastor Imaduddin, for which an honorable missionary has this opinion. Recently, I also acknowledged the high emotions among the Muslims and wrote sternly in reply to these books. The purpose was to calm the Muslims by representing them. This did benefit the Muslims, and they calmed down with these rebuttals. The problem is that frequently such writings continuously emerge from the priests, and stricken and emotional Muslims can't bear them. This is a treacherous practice. On the one hand, the priests continuously perpetuate the lie that Muslims have been commanded to jihad for all times, as if they are reminding the Muslims about it. Then they incite the passions with their insensitive writings. In their simple-mindedness, they do not consider the explosive result of these two actions combined. I have already written repeatedly that the Holy Quran does not teach jihad. The truth is that in earlier days some opponents wanted to stop, indeed destroy Islam with force. In self-defense, Islam made use of the sword. It was for them that either they should accept Islam or be killed. This permission was for a limited time and not forever. Islam is not responsible for the self-serving and erroneous acts of the kings and monarchs after the time of the Prophet. One who deceives the ignorant Muslims and repeatedly brings up the issue of jihad to refresh their memories, in fact, wants to promote this poisonous habit. It would have been better if the clerics of the church, after examining the history, had said that there is no jihad in Islam, nor the permission of conversion to Islam by force. The book that contains the verse, "La ikraha fid din," meaning there should be no compulsion in matters of religion. Can we assume that such a book propagates jihad? What criticism can I level against the Maulvis when I have complaints against the Christian clerics? They have not adopted the path of truth, and that would have been preferable for the governmental plans. For this reason, with an aching heart, I had requested at 2 previous occasions before His Majesty, Nawab Viceroy Sahib, that for a period of time such debate should be halted where one party criticizes the religion of the other. So far, no attention has been paid to those requests. For the 3rd time, I once again humbly suggest before your kindness that this practice of attacking other faiths should be banned for at least a period of 5 years. Vicious attacks of one party on the faith of the others should be prohibited, as this is leading to chaos in the country. Friendly meetings of different groups have disappeared. Usually, one party raises an objection against the other with little knowledge, which is not even correct, and hurts the feelings. Sometimes there is a riot. An example is criticism of jihad. Such criticism refreshes the memory and results in disorder. Therefore, if our wise government passes a law prohibiting all parties, including the clerics of the church, to indulge in negative attacks on other religions for a period of 5 years, they will live with love and civility, and everyone will try to point out the positive aspects of his religion. I believe that this poisonous growth of envy and spite which is flourishing in secret will soon disappear. This step of the government will be appreciated and will have a positive effect on the people of the frontier regions. The result will be peace and friendship. It seems that the God in heavens wills that wars and conflicts should be abandoned and traditions of friendship and love should flourish. If there is any merit in a faith, it should be highlighted and not just keep track of the deficiencies. It is not for any ruler or administrator to accept and implement my suggestion. Only the gifted and smart administrators would understand the merits of it. We are hopeful that His Majesty Nawab Viceroy Bahadur Karzan Sahib, with his open and astute mind, would surely consider this suggestion and would implement it with his kingly determination. If this is not possible, then in his valuable administration he should evaluate all faiths to determine who has the divine authority on his side. Orders should be sent for the scholars of each religion, Muslims, Arya, Sikh, Sanatan, Dharam, Christians, Brahmu, and Jews, that they should bring forth their divine authority, whether it be in the form of a prophecy or something different. Once a religion is judged to have the highest divine power, it should then be declared true and respected. And since I have been given this authority from heavens, I volunteer myself on behalf of my followers that I am ready and willing for such a contest. At the same time, I pray, may Allah always bless our government under the auspices of whom we have the opportunity to make such suggestions to demonstrate the might of God. Wassalam. July 7th, 1900. Humble one, Mirza Ghulam Ahmad of Qadian.